All right. Oh. So, hello. Here again, it's me, Joseph Corallo. So, I like the name Joseph. I always liked it. And I don't know. I thought it was a good name when my parents called me Giuseppe in Italian. So, yes, I decided to continue my videos, and because it's a very special time for me to have this time to think, to reflect, and to hopefully help my children. So, because I thought the way I live, also the sample that I saw from my parents as well, it was a ways to do something physically, materially, to help your family and your kids, So that was always my, my goal. Wait, I drink some water. So I thought that if I provide for them, I would have been a good parent. And in many cases, it's necessary to be a good parent, not to neglect providing materially for your kids. But unfortunately, we get lost, most of us, on just, do things and running here, running there, and make sure there is food in the table. But that's not what the kids really need. To grow men and women, they need more than just food in the table. They need guidance, and I am so guilty, and now I'm starting blaming them, for behaving badly, and they cannot choose right from wrong, and I think it's their fault, and I get angry with them, I haven't had time forgiving some of them. It developed like a self-righteous attitude in my part, because I think nobody taught me anything, My parents did the same thing, They never even speak to me, or, they never communicate with me lessons, So I had to learn all by myself. So and now I look at my kids and say, well, if I did it, why could you not do it? And therefore, I push them away. Maybe one of them is good, and is capable to learn by themselves. But not everyone is like that, and unfortunately, I have to choose. You choose, well, I like this better than the other, And it's not their fault. It's the parent. It's mine. I couldn't see this. I'm just learning now. Imagine. I couldn't accept it or be humble enough to see it's me the problem, not them, So I failed. To guide them and to be there, to train them, teach them, and and do the best. I could have done a better job. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they could still be a rotten apple, But at least I knew I would have tried, but I didn't really try. Because I went through a divorce. So when they were older, like teenagers, I wasn't there. I was too broken. I was devastated. I could not deal taking care of them, and I had to take care of myself, to be able to survive. You have my story in the book. This one here, like here. See, I wrote there. You see, I can never center it. I don't know why. Wait. There, you see. So I wrote. It's 200 pages. I wrote it here. It's in the website, the book, anyway. You can hear it, you can read it. So, yeah, I had a rough time, and by a miracle, I overcome it easily. Well, easily with a lot of prayer and tears. That's what God loves most, is when we are broken. It's in the sweetness of the brokenness, God use it to heal. So without brokenness, there is no healing, eh? So you have to be broken before God heals you. Because, anyway, it's a different story, so it's in the book. I don't have to tell you. And, but what I was trying to tell you is so beautiful that it's such a gift. I never expected, that I would be able to do this now. I'm gonna try to make peace, with. I have my oldest son. I cannot even talk to him. He's so different than me, So, and I didn't even want to be near him because of all the things he does that is against everything I believe in. But and I blame him because everything is being his choice. Even when I try to help, he doesn't want to help. He's angry, and you cannot talk to people when they're angry. So I just let him go. But I have to reach out, and God has helped me to understand how to do it. And it's working. Because I can see it. The thing I was telling you about looking at people like babies? I try it. Yeah, because everything I'm telling you, it's for me. It's not just for you. It's mostly something I need to do. There's no point in telling you if I'm not doing it. So guess what? I work. I had my own company, but then the last 3 years I worked for a company. So they hire me, and I work really hard for them. I give everything, and they've been so happy with me and everything. But then, with the sickness, everything, I quit last year. But they still owe me money, and I could use those money, and so they didn't give it to me, and they didn't want to. They had problem financially, and I understood, but they were lying to me, saying I'll give you now or later, and it was like past about more than a year, and I still didn't get it, and it just promised a promise. So I really got fed up, and I didn't want to see those people anymore, like, even on a poster or on a picture. I didn't want to look at their face, because it gave me bad feelings, So it caused a little bit of resentment. I mean, I put it in the back, but still there, And then when I saw the baby, my grandchild, God, the guy is so little, but he was like, he's talking to me with his eyes, and I can feel like his love. It's like he's talking to me, saying, forgive people, love people. From a little baby, I could sense that, And so I told you I was trying to look at people like babies. So anyway, I text my boss, my ex-boss there, I worked for, and I asked him how you doing, everything. I tried to reach out. He answered me back, and he was asking like permission if he could come and see me here at the hospice. And because he knew that there is something between us now, and he didn't know if I would be happy to see him. In fact, I told you I never wanted to see the guy. And I said, of course, my friends are welcome here. I even call friends, which, I didn't think he was anymore. But I decided to, to go extra. And he's coming here. He's supposed to come tomorrow. I think he's coming tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so he's coming Sunday, supposed to. And, wow, you see, because I look him as a baby. I say, well, the guy is just a little baby. He made mistakes, and I just forgive him. And but I couldn't do this last week. I just couldn't. I would never do it. So it's working. This, I think you're gonna try it, and you're gonna thank me for it. Thank you, Joseph. Everybody's a baby. So anyway, I'm going slow for the first time in my life, to be honest. You don't know me. Like, me, I was like a bulldozer. It's like anywhere, anything. Even when I was just on vacation, it's like I walk all the time, from morning to night, talking all the time, and you just had to stay away, just move out of the way, because otherwise, you know what the bulldozer do usually, right? And at work I was the same, When I was working, you could not even talk to me. You could not even tell me a story. I would just say, just work, don't talk to me, Let me finish what I'm doing. Because, I was responsible, so I cannot make a mistake by being distracted, because my mistake, it could cost the whole day work. So I have to be focused, concentrating, And people understood that, You don't just, keep talking and talking all day when you're supposed to work. Especially when you work for a company, You're just stealing money from them if you just work and don't produce. You need to produce. So that has been my life all the time. It's just fast, fast, fast. And I'm sure that's how it is for a lot of you. I imagine, people always, I find them always being in a hurry, and, even my ex-wife, bless her, she's a beautiful woman. She's a good woman. I have nothing to say bad about her at all. She's really loved. Maybe not so much me, but she loves all the kids. She's a good person. And but she's so busy all the time, My God, it's like she's teaching. She's a teacher as well. I know as well, like she teaches in school. So, and but if you ask her to do something, she doesn't have the time. No, she doesn't have the time. Or she will do it, but who knows when, And and a lot of people are like that, and including myself. But now I've been given an opportunity to be relaxed, because I have no pressure here. I have nothing to really worry about it. So, and it's become a burden in my heart to share those things, because maybe it's too late for me, because I'm at the end. But I need to help my kids to understand that, And I have grandchildren as well, 3. So they need me still, and not materially, because it's not. I cannot do it. But maybe this is the best gift I can give it to them, to be like the source of wisdom so they don't have to suffer and make mistakes. Of course, they will do it anyway, but at least I'm here. You know, if they call me and ask, Dad, what should I do? You know, how do you solve this problem? You know, and it's gonna be hard too because I don't have the energy even to, I cannot be there explaining everything, and some things maybe, it's better to ask somebody else, but maybe ask me the things that nobody else can answer. That will be fine, I got angry with my daughter because she asked me how to make a hole with a drill, I mean, I went nuts because she's been working with me more than 10 years, almost 10 years, and she asked me what drill to use to make a hole. But see, I laughing now, but when I was having the conversation, I kind of exploded and said, leave me alone, let me rest, go get any drill you find, or just ask, any Joe to what to do. Don't ask me that I can hardly breathe. So now I'm laughing because I find it really funny, and I want to be like this, I don't want to get angry and mad to my kids or to anyone for that matter. So, oh my God, what a life-changing experience I'm having. It's like, I don't feel like the same guy anymore. It's wonderful. You feel wonderful. I feel light. It's like, light, like, all of a sudden I lost 300 pounds spiritually. I was overweight mentally and spiritually. So I lost it. So people work so hard, to lose, fat, what to eat, what not to eat, exercise, and doing this, doing that, And then finally they are full of muscle and shape, but they have like 400 or 500 pounds of spiritual fat. How are you going to get rid of that, all that filth and greed, selfishness. They know so little about spiritual weight loss. Oh, I like it. Spiritual weight loss. They don't promote that, eh? How to lose spiritual weight? Yeah, whatever. So, wow. So exciting, It's like, people are afraid and to love God, to accept God, and, but He's given me all this joy and all this wisdom. I don't know why people have to be so skeptic and cynical that, God wants them to lose touch with themselves, and once they believe, their life will be ruined the most. It's the opposite, That's when you begin to live. It's when you find God, and He finds you. That's when your life begins. Really, it's. I won't be here even telling you this if I wasn't 100% sure, because otherwise I would be just wasting my time. And I don't even like making videos. This is the first time actually. I made some video before, but I had a hard time recording it. So it took me even editing is I know almost nothing about computers, and I'm just doing it anyway. So it's work for me. It's a lot of work. I wish I knew a bit more. It would be easier. But so yeah, you know, like I was saying, having faith, it's a tool. It's not just one tool. It's it's a bunch of tools. Faith is it gives you all the tools you need to do almost any jobs. You know, when you have a set of tools that it does all the things, so, and if something's missing, it's included in the box. So that's what faith is. It gives you every tool for life's problems, you know, and that's what's so nice about it, and life is not boring either, I mean, I may agree maybe with you that religion and it makes it very, very boring, because it's just like, going there and do the same things over and over, and everything is like controlled, by tradition, and so there is no real freedom of the spirit, not like Jesus and his disciples, they were free and happy, Now it's all like a program. You just follow the program, don't get out of it, It's like this and it's like that and like that, So how many people will be willing to do that? Certainly not young people, it's too much. So just some people do it for whatever reason. And it's good, because they need it. I mean, what else can they do? Where else can they go? So I'm not against churches at all. God bless every church, because they help a lot of people, But me, I'm talking more about, the outsiders, the one who don't go and they don't understand why I should, So, and God has a place for those too. A very good place. They're not outcast from God, like some religious leader will make you think that if you don't go to church, you cannot be a Christian or believe in God. You're the church, and God is in you, and He knows how much you love Him. So, maybe even more than all the church put together. Who knows? Don't judge. Don't judge. People always say that, don't judge, but they always do. So I'm not judging, but actually you can see how much judgment is going around. I hear this so many times. I'm not here to judge you. Sure, you're not here to judge me. So then shut up. Why are you talking to me if you don't judge me? Oh, my, yeah. So, yes, I was also discovering something nice this morning when I wake up. Seems like every time I wake up, I discover something. It was like, I was thinking that now that I see things a little bit different, and I have more, I would say, patience, because I'm slowing down, And when you slow down, I think you have more patience because, you can hear more, you can see more, understand more. So, and be less judgmental. You see, now it's coming back to me, I'm saying I'm not be judgmental. And, and yeah, because, you see, right now, I don't have the pressure. It's easy for me to be patient because nobody's pushing me. Okay? So, yes, please?
Good.
Yeah. So, and so, I lost my train of thought. So, and because I don't have all this problem that I used to have, I can afford to be more kind, more calm, listen to people, because I don't have to go out there and make a deal over money, nothing. See, so now I'm having an advantage over the other people because they have to do that and they need to, they must, otherwise they could starve. So, and now what am I gonna do, be looking down on them and, judging them and, and tell them, take it easy, don't hurry, you know, go slow, life is good. No, of course, maybe for me, but for them, it's not like that at all. And therefore, I need to be aware of that now. And I need to accept it, that I have to be extremely nice and understand that, me, I'm free. So I cannot be hard on them for that. And the same way, see this, now get this though, don't forget to get this. The same way is the angels in heaven, God, He knows how much we have to strive to live, to make a living, So, and that's why He's so merciful, so kind, and, with people up to now, and maybe that's why He's not punishing humanity for all the things they do, because, not just like He see like us, like little children, but He knows how hard it is to live life here on earth. And that's why it makes a perfect sense when God sent Jesus into the world. So He could actually experience and understand Himself. Because, in heaven, you don't have a body. So how can you understand what it is like to be hungry and have all these emotions? So God, had to come to earth as a human being to feel all that. And now, I'm pretty sure He has more understanding about human needs. Well, understanding perfectly too. This doesn't mean that God will not judge evil, okay? Because now it's one thing to be like, naive and innocent, ignorant, and God still loves you anyway for the bad things we do. But another thing is to sell your soul to the devil. Okay? Now we're going to completely different subject, okay, guys? Don't think that I'm naive of those things, I just that, I talk slow and I don't go too fast and one topic at a time. So, don't, don't be hasty. So, yes, some people really deserve to suffer. I mean, there is a lot of evil and atrocity, and people are doing it. They are doing it. So, and and usually when you do things like that, there is always a price you have to pay. There is a punishment, And God will do that, you know, to teach you, you know, what you did and make you feel, you know, how you made other people suffer. So, but you know, I don't want to go there. It's not my job, you know. You know, everybody knows that you pay for what you do, so there is no point, you know, to remind you. You know it, you know, and I'm sure you every day. Oh my God, it's like I wouldn't want to have, you know, if I don't know how people feel. It's incredible. I have no idea. If you are like in your last few days in bed and you know you're gonna die, okay, and you're thinking all the bad things you've done, all the people you hurt, you might suffer, you killed with your choice, and who knows? It's like, you know, people you send in senseless fights and wars, and all these people die because of you. How are these gonna be that? You know, I mean, what else you gonna think if you have nothing good to think? So I am so glad, I'm so fortunate. I'm here laying down in the bed, and all I can think is all the people I helped, all the people I loved, you know, all the things I have done. You know, I haven't hurt anybody. You know, I haven't steal money from anybody. I haven't lied to anybody. You know how that feels? My God, there is no words to explain this feeling of joy, of peace, you know. And I was fortunate enough to get it, you know. So, but I wish everyone has it. I don't think it. I don't think people should have that heavy feeling of desperation, of fear, of punishment, you know. So, and actually, you could get rid of it, even if, you know, you already done all these things. There is a solution. There is an answer to that, you know. And you know what I'm going to say next, right? But it's the way. And if it wasn't for that, I would be lost too, you know. It's like, so you say, Jesus' blood, it cleans us from all sins. So that's all we need. You know, we need to be covered from head to toe with this Jesus' blood that is already shed. That's the gift. You know, once you do that, you ask Him, you know, you be cleaned, you know. So you don't have to understand why He's doing that, you know. So, but you will understand after, but not right now, maybe. So, and nobody has to offer that, you know. So all these other religions and groups and gods and prophets and, you know, whatever they call themselves, you know, don't offer what Jesus offered, you know, forgiveness of sin.